That were King James' top 5 opponents that tested him to the limit on the basketball court.
Nowitzki against Wade, off balance, it's good!
Today, we dive into the fierce matchups and intense rivalries that define King James' storied career.
LeBron stands alone! The NBA's all...
From Dirk Nowitzki to Paul Pierce, each rivalry held its own unique story.
Much on the board. Now LeBron backs up, drives past Dirk, going hard!
Let's jump right in and relive these epic showdowns. Number 5. Dirk Nowitzki. In 2011, the basketball world witnessed a clash of titans
Nowitzki against Wade, off balance, it's good!
that would etch itself into the annals of NBA history. King James versus Dirk Nowitzki. This was the genesis of a rivalry that transcended the court, defined by its intensity and the burning desire to emerge victorious. King James, at the time, was at the peak of his career.
Much on the board. Now LeBron backs up, drives past Dirk, going hard!
However, he found himself facing off against the Dallas Mavericks, led by the iconic Dirk Nowitzki in the NBA Finals. The stakes were high, and the world was watching. But surprisingly, LeBron struggled during that series. He was unable to impose his usual dominance on the game. The Mavs emerged as the unlikely victors, and LeBron was left with a bitter taste of defeat. It was a loss that stung, a loss that pushed him to his limits. What made this rivalry so intriguing was the sheer determination it ignited in LeBron. He wasn't one to back down from a challenge, and that defeat was a thorn in his side. It fueled his motivation to avenge the loss, to prove that he could stand victorious in the face of adversity.
Yeah, from him. So I don't do it as well as him, though. He's been doing it way long.
Remarkably, despite their significant clash occurring only once in the playoffs, the LeBron versus Dirk rivalry left an indelible mark. It showcased the resilience and competitive spirit of both players. Dirk's ability to lead his team to an unexpected championship and LeBron's unwavering quest for redemption.
Minute remaining. Here goes Marion. Back to Nowitzki.
These were the elements that defined this rivalry. While LeBron would go on to have numerous other battles on the court, his rivalry with Dirk Nowitzki in 2011 would always hold a special place in his career. It was more than just a basketball matchup. It was a test of character, resilience, and the unyielding pursuit of greatness. In the end, it's rivalries like these that elevate the game of basketball, where two giants collide, leaving a lasting legacy that extends far beyond the final buzzer. Number 4. Tim Duncan. In the annals of basketball history, certain rivalries stand out not just for their intensity, but also for the profound impact they have on the players involved. One such rivalry for LeBron.
And then Boris Diaw plants himself, makes James.
James was his encounters with the legendary Tim Duncan, a true giant of the game. Their first face-off was in the 2007 NBA Finals. LeBron James was a young prodigy, and facing the San Antonio Spurs, led by Tim Duncan, was a daunting task. Duncan, often known for his stoic demeanor, surprised many with a touch of humor when he jokingly passed the torch to LeBron.
Beautiful pass, blocked by James. Duncan back up.
It was a moment that highlighted the changing of the guard in the NBA. However, their paths would cross once again in 2013 and 2014. By then, LeBron had evolved into a basketball juggernaut, and Tim Duncan remained the cornerstone of the Spurs. The 2013 Finals saw LeBron and the Miami Heat secure a victory, but it was far from easy. The series was a test of wills, with LeBron emerging victorious. Yet, the rivalry between these two basketball icons didn't conclude there. In 2014, they clashed once more in the finals. This time, it was the San Antonio Spurs who triumphed, showcasing their incredible teamwork and execution.
Now he's coming off the screens. The entire defense can't focus.
The Spurs' precision basketball was a stark contrast to LeBron's individual brilliance. What made this rivalry unique was the respect and sportsmanship displayed by both players. Tim Duncan's humility and LeBron's unwavering determination added layers of intrigue to their matchups. They symbolized different eras of basketball, with Duncan representing the old-school fundamentals and LeBron embodying the modern era's athleticism and versatility. In the grand narrative of King James' career, his encounters with Tim Duncan were pivotal chapters. They demonstrated the evolution of a young star into a seasoned champion and the passing of the torch from one generation to the next. While the victories and defeats may have shifted between them, the mutual respect and admiration remained constant. Ultimately, the rivalry between King James and Tim Duncan wasn't just about wins and losses. It was a celebration of the artistry of basketball, showcasing the beauty of the game through two of its greatest practitioners. Number 3. Kevin Durant. In the world of professional basketball, rivalries are often born out of competition, and sometimes they take unexpected turns. The rivalry between King James and Kevin Durant
To the other way, Durant goes right by Liggins and lays it in. That's one.
falls into the latter category, marked by shifting dynamics and unforgettable showdowns. Their rivalry began with Durant often playing second fiddle. James was a dominant force in the league, collecting MVP titles and leading his team to NBA Finals appearances. Durant, on the other hand, was an immensely talented player, but found himself often in LeBron's shadow. He was the perennial runner-up, the player who strived to reach the same heights as the king.
Rushes up the floor. Durant quickly to the basket with authority.
However, the landscape of this rivalry changed dramatically when Durant made a seismic decision to join the Golden State Warriors. This move had a profound impact on the balance of power in the NBA, setting the stage for some of the most intense finals matchups in recent memory. In 2017 and 2018, the world watched as Durant's Warriors faced off against LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers in consecutive NBA Finals. Durant's presence on the Warriors brought a new level of dominance. His remarkable scoring ability,
Crowd is delirious for the first quarter.
combined with the Warriors' formidable roster, presented a formidable challenge to LeBron and his Cavaliers. The rivalry between James and Durant reached its zenith during these finals. Durant showcased his mettle, often outperforming LeBron on the grandest stage. In 2017, Durant clinched his first NBA championship and Finals MVP, validating his decision to join the Warriors. The following year, they met again in the finals, and Durant's Warriors emerged victorious once more.
James tries another three and connects again.
Despite LeBron's heroic efforts, Durant's brilliance was undeniable. He had elevated his game to a level where he was not just James' rival, but his foil on the biggest platform. What made this rivalry so captivating was the transformation of Durant from a talented understudy to a formidable adversary. His move to the Warriors had rewritten the script, and he became the player who could challenge LeBron's supremacy in the NBA. In the end, the rivalry between King James and Kevin Durant remains one of the most intriguing chapters in basketball history. It showcased the ever-evolving nature of the game, where alliances shift and new challengers emerge. While Durant often played second fiddle before, in those finals, he composed a different melody, one that will be remembered for years to come. Number 2. Steph Curry. The clash of titans between King James and Stephen Curry is a testament to the ever-evolving landscape of the NBA.
LeBron stands alone! The NBA's all...
Over the course of 4 consecutive NBA Finals, these two giants shared the grandest stage in basketball, giving fans some of the most unforgettable moments in recent history.
Curry for the record.
It's good! There it is!
Their rivalry was marked not only by their on-court excellence, but also by the verbal sparring that often accompanied it. Both LeBron and Curry were known for their fierce competitiveness, and their exchanges added an extra layer of intensity to their matchups. During these finals, we witnessed a showcase of individual brilliance. King James, with his unmatched athleticism and versatility, delivered multiple 40-point games that left fans and pundits in awe. One iconic moment etched in basketball history was LeBron's astounding block on Andre Iguodala, a pivotal play that turned the tide in a crucial finals game.
LeBron James, a shot at history, and there it is!
On the other side, Stephen Curry, the maestro of the three-point shot, displayed his uncanny ability to change the momentum of a game with a single shot from beyond the arc. His long-range precision and ball-handling wizardry were a sight to behold. In fact, Curry came tantalizingly close to capturing the NBA Finals MVP award in 2015, despite the Cavaliers losing the series. However, it was during these finals that Curry had the upper hand, thanks in part to the presence of Kevin Durant on the Warriors. With Durant on the team, the Warriors possessed a nearly unbeatable combination of firepower.
Dance, break down, the finish, beautiful. That's Steph Curry.
They clinched 2 NBA championships in 2017 and 2018, solidifying Curry's position as one of the game's premier players. The rivalry between LeBron and Curry added an extra layer of excitement to the NBA Finals, captivating audiences worldwide. It showcased the evolution of the game, with LeBron representing the traditional powerhouse and Curry symbolizing the new era of long-range marksmanship. While their head-to-head battles during these finals provided unforgettable moments, it's important to note that their rivalry was marked by mutual respect. Both players acknowledged each other's greatness, cementing their places in basketball history. Number 1. Paul Pierce. When King James entered the NBA in 2003, he brought with him a promise of greatness. But there was one player who stood as an early roadblock to his ascent: Paul Pierce.
Pierce for 3. It's good.
Their rivalry began almost immediately, and it would go on to define a significant part of LeBron's early career. Paul Pierce, nicknamed The Truth by Shaquille O'Neal, was already a force to be reckoned with in the league when LeBron arrived.
Then Boston leads by 4. Big.
He was a 2-time All-Star and an All-NBA performer. Pierce, who played for the Boston Celtics, was determined to show the young rookie that he would have to go through him if he dreamed of achieving greatness in the NBA. Their first encounters were intense, with Pierce often getting the upper hand in scoring battles. In 2004, during a preseason game, Pierce allegedly told LeBron to be quiet,
Finals for the first time since 2002.
or he would drop 50 points on him. This early trash talk set the tone for a fiery rivalry. In 2006, Pierce scored 50 points in a double overtime game against LeBron's Cavaliers, becoming the first Celtic since Larry Bird to achieve such a feat. These matchups showcased their competitive spirits and desire to outshine each other on the court. One of the most memorable chapters of their rivalry unfolded during the 2008 Eastern semifinals. LeBron's Cavaliers and Pierce's Celtics clashed in a pivotal Game 7. Pierce led his team to victory, ultimately winning the NBA championship that year. In 2010, their rivalry reached another peak when the Cavaliers faced the Celtics again in the Eastern semifinals. Pierce, assigned as the primary defender on LeBron, limited his scoring. Despite LeBron's heroics, Pierce carried the Celtics to a series victory. However, as LeBron's career progressed and he found himself on different teams, the dynamics of the rivalry shifted. LeBron gained the upper hand, securing his maiden NBA championship in 2012. Despite this, Pierce remained one of the most prominent rivals in LeBron's career. Their matchups were characterized by fierce competition and mutual respect. Paul Pierce's legacy as one of LeBron James' most significant rivals endures, a testament to the enduring nature of their rivalry and the indelible mark it left on the NBA. So, there you have it. These are top 5 opponents that tested him to the limit on the basketball court. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.